When I made the tutorial about the 60-30-10 rule and why black, white and gray are your best friends, I made a little demonstration on Photopea to explain to you exactly what I meant. How the less you have of the bright colors, the more effective your design is going to be. And I was never very happy with this, and then I had this idea that the best way to show you was to actually put it into action. So I made two websites. They're identical. One of them has much less of the bright colors, and one of them has only the bright colors, and I want to just flip between one and the other and show you what the difference is and how much more effective a website that has less of the bright colors can be. So what I did is I just made a duplicate of the site, which you can do very easily here. So here's the old site and here's the new site. So now let's get started. So here we well, on the header we have the muted colors, yes. Well, we have the grays, the black, white and gray are your best friends. White, black and gray are your best friends. And then we have this little black band, without which this wasn't working at all, when I put the pink right up against the colorized photograph. And incidentally, all the photographs at the top here, below the header, are colorized photographs. So let me just go through them one by one. And all the pages are full color. They are big color fields into which I put the typography, the informational content, and here I also added just a small hover effect. But anyway, this site was made to show you how much more effective it would be to make the same site but with much more gray and far less primary colors. How the primary colors would in that case pop out. So let's go to the other one now. So this is the home page of the second website, the one that I would say is the correct website. The other one was only made to demonstrate to you how much less effective this actually is. So unfortunately we can't look at them side by side. Well, we could, but it would be quite complicated to open this in a new tab and so on, so I'm just going to flip back and forth. So here you have much more gray, far less of the color. Here you have only color, and you decide which one works better. Now let's go to the food page, where again we have a huge gray background, and then we have the color only inside these hover elements, into which I put that's the same on the other one, exactly the same. I didn't change any of that. I put these white inset boxes with the titles of the food products. So the top, let's go here, the top is identical. Where is it easier to look at this photograph? Where do these colors become far more effective? Here, where there's a lot of them, or here, where there's actually very little? And also, importantly, if we scroll down here, where do the food photographs become more effective? Here or here? I think the answer is pretty obvious, but I'm asking it anyway to get you to see my point. So the stretching page, again, huge big color fields, which, although they do observe a proportionality that I also am showing here. So, you know, well, actually, if we go back here a bit and come to here, I am talking about how you should never really have equal amounts, but more of a percentage where one color takes over and then the others are used less. So that's what I have here. The yellow takes over, the blue and the pink are used in lesser amounts, but it's still not working as well as this one right here. Because the primary colors, the bright colors, are juxtaposed against a neutral gray background, then they pop out. Then they actually start to convey meaning. Now, when we use color fields like this, then we also have to place them in areas where they actually have make sense, make a sense in terms of hierarchy. So this pink here is placed as an extension of the black bar that I have below all of these, and then we have some color here, but then the pink here, I didn't just put that down arbitrarily, I put it right up against the gray one here, so it has a design reasoning, and then the other one I aligned with this one right here. And the way that I made them, in case you're wondering, is I just put boxes in Wix. Very easy to do. So these are colored, so there I'm not putting any other color thing next to them, but these two are gray, and that's why I have the turquoise here and the pink here, because they create a kind of framing for the gray areas. But here I can't do any of that. All I can do is alternate between the colors, and that's basically all I can do. And then when we come to this page here, again, in this case now we have here we have the yellow as the predominant color. With this one here we now have the blue as the predominant color, and the photographs here are all colorized. Outside of the food photographs, I've colorized everything. So let's go to the same page over here. So here, now if we go back here, the pink bar was up on the left, right up against the central bar. Here we have a yellow one, which is up against the right, so it's kind of like also creating a framing for the cat face. But here I actually kind of brought together this photograph, which is colorized, and this is colorized as well, and this is a dark gray box. I kind of put all three of them together because contextually, when you read the typography here, actually these three things belong together. And then I have a long thing at the end where I just have this big pink area here up against that. So that is creating a framing for that, but these three are joined by this turquoise bar because they actually belong together. Now with these ones here, I didn't have the chance to do that because this is a different one, this is a different one, so I didn't join anything. I just gave these two gray areas an accent, a definition, a visual definition. Now, you decide, does this work better or does this work better? I think you know the answer. Bye-bye.